What if the thing making you most tired tonight is not what happened today, but everything your mind has already decided might happen tomorrow? Maybe your body is lying still, yet somewhere inside you, tomorrow has already begun. You may already be answering questions that have not been asked. You may be preparing for disappointment that has not arrived. You may be trying to solve problems that do not exist in this moment. You may be hearing conversations in your mind, wondering what someone might say, what you might say back, what could fail, what could change, what could be lost, what could become difficult. And because the mind can make these imagined moments feel so real, the body begins to react as if they are already happening. But they are not happening now. Right now, you are here. Right now, this moment is asking nothing from you. There is no tomorrow inside this breath. There is no difficult conversation inside the softness beneath your body. There is no bad news inside the quiet around you. There is only this moment, and perhaps tonight can become the moment when you stop practicing pain before life has even had a chance to speak. You have spent enough time preparing yourself for what could go wrong. You have rehearsed enough endings that never came. You have imagined enough disappointment in an effort to protect your heart. You have walked through enough future moments in your mind, hoping that if you think about every possible problem, nothing will surprise you. The mind often believes that worry is preparation. It believes that if it can see every danger before it arrives, you will somehow be safer. It believes that if it can imagine rejection first, rejection will hurt less. If it expects disappointment, perhaps disappointment will not shock you. If it plans for failure, perhaps failure will not catch you unprepared. If it keeps pictures etching the road ahead, perhaps nothing painful will come from a direction you did not notice. And this may have felt useful for a long time. Perhaps you learned to trust worry more than peace. Perhaps you learned that calm meant you were forgetting something. Perhaps when everything became quiet, your mind immediately searched for the next thing that needed attention. Perhaps even during beautiful moments, a small thought appeared and asked, "What if this does not last? What if something changes? What if I lose this? What if I make a mistake? What if I am disappointed again? What if tomorrow is harder than today?" Tonight, you do not need to answer any of those questions. You do not need to fight them either. You can simply begin to understand what they are. They are thoughts. They are possibilities imagined by a tired mind. They are not promises. They are not instructions. They are not messages telling you what the future must become. A fearful thought is not a prediction. An anxious picture in the mind is not a vision of what is coming. A worry is not proof. The mind does not need to solve. The eyes do not need to watch. The jaw does not need to prepare words. The shoulders do not need to carry. The chest does not need to brace. The stomach does not need to tighten. The back does not need to hold everything alone. The hands do not need to grip. The legs do not need to run ahead. Your body is allowed to exist without preparing for danger. And perhaps some part of you feels emotion when you hear that. Perhaps you realize how long you have been preparing, how often you wake already thinking about what might happen, how often you fall asleep inside unfinished conversations, how often you try to protect yourself from disappointment by expecting it before it comes. You can meet that realization with love, not regret, not blame. Love. You were trying to feel safe. You were trying to avoid being hurt. You were trying to stay one step ahead of uncertainty. There is nothing shameful about that. But you can learn another way. You can learn that safety is not always found in prediction. Sometimes safety is found in trust. Trust does not mean knowing. Trust means knowing you can meet what you do not yet know. That is different. You do not need confidence in every outcome. You can build confidence in yourself. You can say, whatever tomorrow contains, I will meet it tomorrow. I do not need tomorrow's strength tonight. I do not need tomorrow's answers tonight. I do not need tomorrow's courage tonight. I need only enough softness for this moment. This moment is small enough to hold. One breath, one quiet minute, one gentle return. Let yourself live at this size for a while, not the whole week, not the whole future, not every possible consequence, only now. A mind that worries often tries to live too much life at once. It moves from one possibility to another until everything feels heavy. But life was never meant to be carried all at once. It comes in moments. A word, a choice, a breath, a morning, an afternoon, an evening, a night, and then another day. You can return to that natural rhythm. You do not have to jump ahead. When morning comes, you will be there. When a decision comes, you will meet it. When a conversation begins, you will hear the real words instead of the imagined ones. When information arrives, you can respond to what is true. There is great freedom in waiting for reality. Fear hates waiting for reality because fear prefers certainty. It says, decide now that this will be bad, then at least we know. But that is not true certainty. It is only fear choosing an answer before life gives one. Tonight, you can refuse that false certainty. You can remain open. I do not know, and I am safe enough not to know. Let that become a powerful affirmation. I do not know, and I am safe enough not to know. There is humility in it. There is relief in it. There is room inside it. You do not need to pretend. You do not need to predict. You can simply rest inside the unknown without filling it with pain. Perhaps the unknown can become less like a dark room and more like an unopened morning. You cannot see it yet. That does not mean something terrible is inside it. It simply means it has not arrived. Let tomorrow be unopened. You do not need to tear into it tonight. There will be time. There will be light. There will be more information. There will be a different state of mind after rest. There will be resources available to you that are not visible while you are tired. A rested mind sees differently. A rested heart responds differently. A rested body carries uncertainty differently. Give yourself the chance to meet tomorrow as someone who has slept. You do not have to meet it as someone who spent the night rehearsing trouble. This is one of the kindest things you can do for yourself now. Stop preparing emotionally for pain that has not come. Stop telling the nervous parts of you that danger is around the corner. Stop making your body practice fear. Begin giving it a different inner atmosphere, a softer one, a quieter one. An atmosphere where good is possible, where support is possible, where ease is possible, where you are not alone with everything, where your own wisdom can appear when needed, where you are allowed to believe that life contains more than the patterns you have already lived through. Your past may have taught you to expect certain things, but your past is not the only teacher available to you. You can learn from peace now. You can learn from rest. You can learn from the moments when something worked out. You can learn from times when you worried and the thing never happened. You can learn from all the days that arrived carrying ordinary goodness, a kind word, a useful answer, a small relief, a moment of understanding, a problem that resolved itself, a fear that became smaller once the real moment arrived, a day that was simply easier than expected. Fear rarely saves these memories. It remembers danger because it thinks danger is important. Tonight, you can remind your mind that goodness is also important. Ease is also worth noticing. Support is also real. Safety is also information. Peace is also part of your life. You can teach the mind to see more than what might hurt. You can teach it to notice what might help. What if I receive support tomorrow? What if I understand more than I think I will? What if I stay calm? What if someone is kinder than I expected? What if the answer is simpler? What if the problem is smaller in daylight? What if I wake and realize I do not need to carry this in the same way? You do not need to choose one of these futures and make it happen. Just let them exist beside the fearful ones. Give goodness equal permission to be possible. That is enough for now. Your mind may not be ready to expect wonderful things all at once. It does not need to. First, it can simply stop expecting pain as a certainty. That is a beautiful beginning. Maybe tomorrow will be okay. Maybe I will be okay. Maybe there is more support around me than I can see tonight. Maybe I can let life surprise me. Maybe I do not need to be afraid in advance. Feel the body as these softer possibilities enter. You may notice no dramatic change. That is perfectly fine. The deepest shifts are often quiet. A shoulder drops a little. The breath becomes less guarded. The stomach releases a small amount of tension. The mind leaves one unfinished thought unfinished. These are meaningful changes. They tell the body we are no longer running the same program with the same force. We are trying something kinder. And kindness can become a new kind of preparation. Instead of preparing for disaster, you prepare through rest. Instead of expecting rejection, you prepare through self-trust. Instead of rehearsing what you will say if everything goes badly, you trust that your words can come when the real moment asks for them. Instead of predicting loss, you allow yourself to live with what is here. Instead of guarding your heart from hope, you let hope remain small, quiet, and safe. There is no need to make hope loud. A tiny light is enough. The thought that something good could happen is enough. The thought that you might be supported is enough. The thought that you may handle things better than expected is enough. The thought that morning may feel different is enough. Let enough be enough. You are not trying to transform the entire future from this bed. You are changing the way you meet this moment. And this moment is where the future begins. Not in fear, not in prediction. Here, in the breath, in the body, learning that it can loosen. In the mind, learning that it does not have to know. In the heart, learning that hope does not make it foolish. You can say, I am teaching my mind to expect more good. I am teaching my body that peace is safe. I am teaching my heart that hope is allowed. I am learning to meet uncertainty without fear controlling the story. I give tomorrow room to bring something kind. You do not need to repeat these words. Let them travel once through the quiet. Let them land wherever they are needed. Perhaps they reach the part of you that has been tired from overthinking. Perhaps they reach the part that always prepares for bad news. Perhaps they reach the part that does not trust good things because good things have changed before. You do not have to fix these parts. You can sit beside them inwardly. You can let them know they do not need to work so hard tonight. There is no emergency in this moment. There is only a tired mind learning that it is allowed to stop. Let yourself feel the support beneath you again. The body does not need to float. It does not need to hold itself. Something is already carrying its weight. Let that become your lesson. You can be carried for a while. You can be supported without earning it. You can stop holding the whole day together. You can let the night take some of the weight. You do not have to know what comes next in order to rest now. The room does not need an answer. The darkness does not need a plan. The pillow does not ask you to explain tomorrow. The bed does not require you to predict anything before it holds you. Let yourself receive this simple support. Let the body become a little heavier. Let the mind become less interested in finishing every thought. If another worry appears, you can say, not now. Not because it does not matter, because it does not belong to this moment. If there is something you truly need to do tomorrow, tomorrow can hold it. If there is a conversation you need to have, the real conversation will give you more information than the imagined one. If there is a choice you need to make, morning may give you a clearer mind. If there is uncertainty you cannot control, thinking about it through the night will not turn uncertainty into certainty. You are allowed to stop. Let that permission deepen. I am allowed to stop thinking about tomorrow. I am allowed to leave questions unanswered until morning. I am allowed to rest even when something matters to me. I am allowed to trust that my wisdom will still be here when I wake. I am allowed to believe that something can go right. Let the last line stay with you for a little while. You are allowed to believe that something can go right. Perhaps that has been harder than expecting something to go wrong. Perhaps disappointment taught you to lower your hopes. Perhaps you thought expecting less would hurt less. Perhaps you believed that if you prepared for the worst, you would always be ready. But your heart deserves more than a life spent practicing loss. You can be wise and still expect kindness. You can be careful and still believe in good. You can remember the past without making it tomorrow. You can protect yourself without frightening yourself. You can prepare for life without rehearsing pain. And right now, as the body grows quieter, you do not need to travel any farther into the future. Remain here. Let the breath be simple. Let the eyes stay soft. Let the jaw stay loose. Let the shoulders continue giving up what they do not need. Let the chest have space. Let the stomach know that nothing is happening right now. Let the back receive support. Let the hands remain open. Let the legs become still. Let the entire body understand that there is nowhere it has to go yet. There will be another moment after this one. You can meet it when it arrives. For now, there is only the quiet work of teaching yourself a new relationship with what comes next. Not fear first, not pain first, not disaster first. Space first, breath first, trust first. And perhaps, little by little, good can begin to have a place in the future too. And when good is given a place in the future, something inside you begins to open that fear had kept closed. Not because you suddenly know what will happen, but because you are no longer treating one dark possibility as if it were the whole truth. There is a great difference between something being possible and something being certain. The worried mind often forgets this difference. It takes a small concern and gives it a finished ending. It takes one unanswered question and fills the empty space with the hardest answer. It notices one uncertain detail and begins building an entire tomorrow around it. Before long, the body is reacting to a future that has been created only in thought. Tonight, you can begin noticing that moment more clearly. A thought may say, "This could become difficult." And instead of moving straight into, "This will become difficult," you can leave the thought where it belongs. It could. That is all. It could also become easier. It could change. It could resolve. It could matter less in the morning. You could see something you cannot see now. You could hear words you were not expecting. You could feel calmer when the moment actually arrives. You could discover that your fear was speaking from an old place rather than from what is truly happening. There is room for more than one possibility. That room is important. Fear becomes powerful when it convinces you there is no room left. It tells you the ending is already decided. It tells you the answer will be no. It tells you the conversation will hurt. It tells you the opportunity will disappear. It tells you the situation will become worse. It tells you that if you do not keep thinking about it, you will be unprepared. And because fear speaks with such confidence, you may forget that confidence is not the same as truth. A frightened mind can sound very certain. That does not make it accurate. You can hear the certainty without becoming part of it. You can say, "This is one possible story my mind is creating. It is not the only story available." Let that awareness become a little wider. There is no need to replace every fearful image with a perfect one. You do not have to imagine everything going beautifully. You are simply loosening the grip of certainty. You are moving from, "I know this will go badly," toward, "I do not know yet." And those few words can bring more peace than 100 forced promises. I do not know yet. Let them be gentle. I do not know yet. There is freedom inside that sentence. It means the future has not closed. It means the story is still moving. It means you are not required to suffer an ending that has not happened. It means life still has room to bring information, support, change, timing, understanding, and choices that are not available tonight. You do not know yet, and you do not have to. Perhaps your mind has been taught to see not knowing as unsafe. It may believe that if it can decide what will happen before it happens, then at least it can feel prepared. Even a painful answer may feel easier than an open question. But a false answer does not protect you. It only fills your quiet with fear. You can let the question remain a question. You can let tomorrow keep some of its mystery. You can let life reveal itself in real time. There is nothing weak about this. It takes inner strength to remain open when fear wants a quick conclusion. It takes tenderness to say, "I will not punish myself with an answer I do not actually have." It takes trust to let the next part come when it comes. You may notice how often the mind uses words like always, never, definitely, surely, impossible. It may say, "This always happens to me. Nothing ever works. I know how this will end. I will never feel ready. This cannot turn out well." Those words make the inner world feel small. They make a temporary fear feel permanent. They make one moment speak for your whole life. Tonight, you can soften these sharp edges. Maybe this will be different. Maybe there is more to know. Maybe I will respond in a new way. Maybe I do not need to decide what this means tonight. Maybe something useful is forming that I cannot see from here. Maybe life is larger than this fear. Notice what happens when maybe enters the room. Maybe does not demand belief. Maybe does not force hope. Maybe simply opens a window. And sometimes a tired mind does not need a huge new belief. It only needs fresh air. Let the fresh air come in. You are allowed to question the fearful ending. You are allowed to say, I hear what you are telling me, but I am not going to call it truth yet. You are allowed to wait. You are allowed to see. You are allowed to let facts arrive before your heart begins grieving. You are allowed to let real words be spoken before you answer imaginary ones. You are allowed to let an actual day unfold before deciding it will be difficult. You are allowed to stop borrowing certainty from fear. This is a gentle way of protecting yourself. You protect yourself from unnecessary pain. You protect your sleep. You protect the energy you will need when morning comes. You protect your mind from becoming trapped inside a story that has not happened. You protect your heart from feeling tomorrow's sorrow before tomorrow even exists. And this kind of protection is softer. It does not build walls. It creates space. Say inwardly, I release the need to turn every possibility into a prediction. I allow life to show me what is true. I can wait for real information. I am safe enough to leave some questions open. My future is not decided by my fear. Let those words settle slowly. You may feel one of them touch something familiar. Perhaps the idea of leaving questions open feels uncomfortable. That is okay. You do not have to become comfortable with all uncertainty tonight. You can practice with one small thing. One thought that does not need an ending. One concern you can place beside you instead of inside you. One question that can remain quiet until morning. Choose nothing with effort. Simply let whatever is ready to loosen. Maybe there is something you have been trying to predict. You may not need to name it. You know the feeling of it. The mind keeps returning there. It checks. It wonders. It imagines. It tries to guess. It asks for certainty where certainty cannot be given yet. Let that one place become softer. You can say, I cannot know this tonight, and I do not need to hurt myself trying. There is wisdom in knowing when thinking has reached its limit. Thinking is useful when there is something real to decide. Thinking can help you plan. It can help you understand. It can help you remember. It can help you solve what is actually in front of you. But thinking cannot force tomorrow to reveal itself early. Thinking cannot make another person's words appear before they are spoken. Thinking cannot turn waiting into knowing. Thinking cannot control every outcome. And when thought is asked to do what thought cannot do, it becomes restless. It circles. It repeats. It creates more questions. It tries harder. The answer does not come, so the mind assumes it needs to think even more. This is how the inner loop becomes tiring. Tonight, you can break the loop without breaking yourself. You do not need to defeat the mind. You can simply stop giving it an impossible job. You can say, "This is not something you can solve right now. Thank you for trying. We can leave it here. There is great kindness in that. Thank you for trying." Perhaps your mind has rarely heard those words from you. Maybe it has only heard, "Stop thinking. Why am I like this? Why can I not relax? What is wrong with me? Why do I keep worrying?" But the mind that worries is not trying to harm you. It is trying, in its own tired way, to keep you from being surprised by pain. It may have learned that being alert was useful. It may have learned to notice every small change. It may have learned to prepare explanations before anyone asked. It may have learned to expect disappointment, because disappointment once felt safer when expected. It may have learned to look for what was missing even when something good was happening. It may have learned to stay one step ahead because not knowing once felt unbearable. So tonight, meet this part with respect, not agreement. Respect. There is a difference. You do not have to agree with every fearful thought. You can still honor the reason the thought exists. You can recognize the loving wish hidden underneath the worry. The wish to be safe. The wish to avoid pain. The wish to feel prepared. The wish to protect the heart. The wish to stay in control when life feels uncertain. Underneath many anxious thoughts is a part of you saying, "Please do not let me be hurt." Listen to that softer message, not the scary picture wrapped around it. Listen deeper. "Please keep me safe." And then answer with tenderness, "I am here." I will listen when something real needs my attention. I will not abandon myself. I will not force you to face tomorrow alone. But you do not have to keep watch through the night. You can rest with me. Let the feeling of these words become more important than the exact language. Your mind does not need a lecture. It needs a new experience. The experience of being heard without being obeyed. The experience of being cared for without being allowed to run the whole night. The experience of hearing, "I understand why you are afraid, and we are still going to rest." This is how inner trust begins. You do not build trust by silencing yourself. You build trust by becoming a calm presence to yourself. You become the voice that does not panic when a fearful thought appears. You become the steady place that says, "We can look at this tomorrow." You become the kindness that does not turn anxiety into shame. You become the gentle wisdom that knows when enough thinking is enough. Imagine what it would feel like if your mind no longer had to shout to get your attention. Imagine if it could bring you a concern and here, I see it. We will take care of what is real when the time comes. You do not need to keep showing it to me. You do not need to make it larger. You do not need to replay it. I have heard you. There is relief in being heard, even inside yourself. Perhaps the mind repeats because it does not trust that you have listened. It brings the same thought again and again. Do not forget this. Think about this. Prepare for this. What if this happens? Maybe if I show you the fear one more time, you will finally take it seriously. You can begin responding differently. I have heard you. I know this matters to me. I am not ignoring it. I am choosing the right time to meet it. Night is for restoration. Morning can hold what belongs to morning. Feel the dignity in that choice. You are not avoiding life. You are giving life a proper place. There is a time for action. There is a time for conversation. There is a time for planning. There is a time for making choices. And there is a time when the most loving thing is to stop. Tonight can be that time. You can be irresponsible and rested. You can care deeply and still sleep. You can have important things ahead and still allow your nervous system to become quiet. You can take your life seriously without treating every unknown as an emergency. Let that truth enter slowly. Not every unknown is an emergency. Not every uncomfortable feeling is a warning. Not every fearful thought needs action. Not every possibility needs preparation. Not every silence means something bad. Not every delay means loss. Not every uncertain moment is the beginning of pain. There is so much space between what the mind imagines and what life actually becomes. Let yourself rest in that space. You may have lived through moments when your fears were right. Of course, the mind remembers those. It says, see, worrying prepared us. But there may also have been countless times when the feared thing never happened. Times when something worked out. Times when plans changed for the better. Times when you worried all night and morning brought a simple answer. Times when something you thought would be painful became manageable. Times when you found courage exactly when it was needed. Times when what looked like an ending became a turn. The worried mind may not keep those memories at the front. Tonight, you can gently remind it that life has surprised you before, not only with difficulty, with relief too, with timing, with help, with strength, with understanding, with unexpected calm, with a solution appearing after the mind had run out of ideas. You do not have to build your whole future from these memories. Simply let them challenge the belief that fear always knows best. Fear does not know best. It only speaks first sometimes. You can let wisdom speak after it. Wisdom may say, wait. Wisdom may say, breathe. Wisdom may say, there is not enough information yet. Wisdom may say, you are tired, and this thought is becoming louder because you are tired. Wisdom may say, tomorrow will look different after sleep. Wisdom may say, do not decide the future in the middle of the night. Let wisdom become familiar. It does not need dramatic language. It can be simple. Not now. We will see. I can handle what is real. I can leave this unfinished. I can rest without solving it. The future is allowed to surprise me. I am not required to know. These are strong thoughts because they do not fight reality. They allow reality to come. And as you allow reality to come in its own time, the mind can slowly step away from its night shift. Imagine that part of you that has been standing watch, always looking, always listening, always checking, always asking whether something is about to change. Perhaps it has been standing for a very long time. You do not need to push it out of the room. You can bring it a chair. You can say, sit down. You have done enough. Nothing needs guarding in this moment. You can close your eyes too. You can be part of the rest. Feel the tenderness in that image without needing to hold on to it. The protector is allowed to rest. The planner is allowed to rest. The part that predicts is allowed to rest. The part that reads every detail is allowed to rest. The part that prepares for rejection is allowed to rest. The part that believes it must be strong before anything happens is allowed to rest. You do not lose these parts when they rest. They will still be available if you need them. You are not giving away your intelligence. You are not becoming careless. You are simply allowing your inner tools to be placed down when they are not needed. A tool does not have to remain in the hand all night. The mind does not need to stay active to prove it is useful. It can become quiet and still be wise. It can rest and still remember. It can sleep and still wake ready. Let yourself say, my mind is valuable even when it is still. I do not have to think constantly to be safe. My wisdom remains with me when I rest. I trust myself to know when action is needed. I give my thoughts permission to become quiet. There is something deeply healing about trusting that you will still be yourself in the morning. You do not have to hold every thought through the night so it will not disappear. What matters can return. What needs action can be remembered. What is true will still be true after rest. And sometimes what feels urgent tonight will no longer feel urgent when the sun rises. Let time help you. You do not have to do everything alone. Time itself can change perspective. Sleep can soften emotional intensity. Distance can make a thought easier to understand. A new morning can bring a new angle. Let these natural movements work for you. You do not need to solve your way into peace. You can rest your way toward clarity. Perhaps that idea feels new. You may have believed clarity comes only through more thinking. But often there is a point when more thinking makes the water muddy. You keep reaching into it. You keep stirring it. You keep searching the bottom. And the more you move, the less you can see. Sometimes clarity comes when the water is left alone. It settles. The pieces fall. The surface becomes still. What was hidden begins to show itself. Let your mind become like that. You do not need to reach down for an answer. Let the inner water settle. You are allowed to leave it untouched. Your only work right now is to stop stirring. Not forever, just now. Let 1 minute pass without needing an answer. Let another thought come and leave without turning it into a task. Let a question float away before you finish examining it. Let yourself experience what it is like not to follow. This is not emptiness. It is space. And space can be nourishing. Space gives your deeper wisdom room to breathe. Space gives the body a chance to receive a new message. Space tells every part of you, nothing is chasing us right now. We do not have to run ahead. We can become still. Bring your attention gently back into the body, but not in the same way as before. This time, notice less about what the body is doing and more about what the body has been believing. Perhaps the forehead has believed it must stay ready to solve. Perhaps the eyes have believed they must remain alert. Perhaps the throat has believed it needs to prepare words. Perhaps the chest has believed it needs to protect the heart. Perhaps the belly has believed it must sense danger before danger arrives. Perhaps the back has believed it must carry what cannot yet be put down. Perhaps the hands have believed they must hold things together. Perhaps the legs have believed they must remain prepared to move. The body is not wrong. It has been listening. Tonight, you can become the one who gives it new instructions, not harsh commands, new reassurance. Forehead, you do not need to solve anything right now. Eyes, you do not need to search. Throat, you do not need to prepare your answer. Chest, nothing is pressing against you in this moment. Belly, there is no future event happening here. Back, you are supported. And every time you remember this, you create a little more space between yourself and the future your fear has been trying to write. You can begin to say quietly within yourself, I do not have to believe every frightening thought that passes through my mind. I can notice a thought without following it. I can feel uncertainty without turning it into danger. I can let tomorrow remain unknown. I can allow something good to happen that I did not plan for. Let those ideas rest gently within you. There is nothing you have to force yourself to believe. You are not trying to become positive in a single moment. You are not trying to cover fear with cheerful words. You are simply opening another door inside your mind. For a long time, perhaps fear has been allowed to speak first. Tonight, peace can also have a voice. For a long time, perhaps your imagination has been used to prepare for difficulty. Tonight, your imagination can become softer. It can stop being a place where you go to suffer early. It can become a place where possibility is still open. You do not know what tomorrow will bring, and strangely, that can become comforting. Because if you do not know what tomorrow will bring, then fear does not know either. The mind may say, something could go wrong. Yes, something could. But something could also go right. Someone could understand. An answer could become clear. A problem could become easier. A door could open. A conversation could be gentler than you expected. A decision could make sense when morning comes. You could feel stronger than you imagined. You could receive help in a way you did not plan. You could discover that the thing you were afraid of was much smaller than the story your mind created around it. Life has many directions it can take. Fear is only one storyteller. You do not have to give it the whole page. Tonight, you see and begin teaching your mind something new. Not that nothing difficult will ever happen. Not that every day will be perfect. Not that you must smile through every uncertain moment. You can teach it something much simpler. I do not need to suffer before I know what is true. I do not need to hurt myself with tomorrow tonight. I can meet life when life arrives. I can trust myself to respond when the moment is real. There is great peace in remembering that you do not have to live every day at once. You only have to be here. This day has already asked enough from you. Your mind has worked. Your heart has felt. Your body has carried you through every hour. You have thought about things. You have handled things. You have remembered what needed remembering. You have made choices with the understanding you had. And now the day has moved behind you. You do not need to bring tomorrow into the room just because today has ended. Let tomorrow remain where it belongs. Let it wait. It knows how to arrive without your help. Morning has never needed you to worry it into existence. Hands, you can be empty. Legs, there is nowhere you need to go. Let these messages travel at their own pace. You do not need to feel a reaction. The body can hear kindness even when it does not change immediately. It may take time for a system trained in vigilance to trust softness. Give it that time. You would not ask a frightened child to become calm simply because you said calm down. You would stay near. You would speak gently. You would create safety around the fear. Offer yourself that same patience. You can say, "We have time." There is no rush to relax. There is no test. You do not need to fall asleep at a certain speed. You do not need to become peaceful perfectly. Simply remain with yourself. The very act of remaining is healing. You are not abandoning yourself to worry. You are not leaving yourself alone with the future. You are here saying, I will sit with you until the fear understands that this moment is different. This moment is not the past. This moment is not the feared future. This moment is its own quiet place. The body can learn that. It learns through experience. Each gentle breath becomes evidence. Each minute that passes safely becomes evidence. Each moment of softness becomes evidence. Nothing bad happens because your shoulders lower. Nothing falls apart because your jaw releases. You do not lose control because your hands open. You do not become vulnerable to the future because your stomach stops tightening around it. Rest is not an invitation for something bad to happen. Rest is a natural state your body has been asking to receive. Let yourself receive it little by little. You can begin at the crown of the head. Imagine the top of the head becoming light and unguarded. No need to hold thoughts tightly inside. No need to keep every idea near the surface. Some thoughts can drift farther away. You do not loki aunque them. You simply stop gripping them. Let the scalp soften. Let the forehead widen. Let the space between the brows become easy. Perhaps you have carried concern there without knowing it. The muscles may have been trying to think along with the mind. Let them know their work is finished for now. You can say, my face is safe to soften. My expression does not need to prepare for tomorrow. I can let peace show itself in my body. Let the eyes become more deeply settled. Behind closed eyes, images may still come. That is fine. You do not have to chase them away. If an image of tomorrow appears, let it be incomplete. You do not need to see what happens next. If an old memory appears, let it pass without turning it into a lesson tonight. If a random thought moves through, let it move. The mind creates pictures. You do not have to live inside every picture. You are the quiet awareness that can notice and return. Let the area around the ears soften too. You are not waiting to hear anything. No news is arriving in this moment. No one is calling you into action. No answer is required. The night can remain quiet around you. Let the cheeks grow loose. Let the lips part if they want to. The jaw can fall into a more natural place. Notice if you have been biting down on a future conversation. Release it. There is nothing to say right now. No defense is needed. No explanation is needed. No perfect wording is needed. The real words can come in the real moment. You can trust language to arrive when it is needed. You do not need to prepare every sentence in advance. Tell yourself, I trust myself to speak when it is time. I do not need to rehearse every response. My voice will be available when I need it. Tonight, silence is enough. Let the throat receive that silence. There may be words you wish you had said. There may be words you hope to say. There may be questions you want answered. Let the throat be free from carrying them for a little while. Words can wait outside this moment. The neck can soften around that freedom. Let the shoulders become broad and heavy, not pushed downward, simply no longer lifted toward danger. Perhaps they have been carrying an unseen readiness, ready for the next demand, ready for bad news, ready for something to go wrong, ready to handle what no one has asked you to handle yet. Let that readiness become rest. You do not need to be ready for everything. You only need to be present when something actually comes. And nothing is coming right now except the next breath. Receive it. Let the next breath arrive without making it deeper. Let it leave without holding it. The body already understands breathing. Trust its rhythm. You can let the chest move gently. If the breath is small, let it be small. If it becomes fuller, let it become fuller. No demand. The body relaxes more easily when it does not feel watched. So stop measuring. Stop checking whether you're calm enough. Stop asking, Heather, this is working. Simply be. That may be one of the deepest lessons of the night. You do not have to monitor your own peace. You can experience it without testing it. You do not have to keep asking, am I better now? Am I less worried? Am I ready to sleep? Let those questions go too. There is no score, no inner goal, no right amount of peace. Only this gentle movement away from strain. Let the chest open to space, not to a dramatic feeling, just space. There is room to breathe. There is room to feel. There is room for uncertainty without panic. There is room for hope without pressure. There is room for the future without trying to enter it tonight. Say softly, my heart has room for good. My heart has room for rest. My heart does not need to close around fear. I allow myself to feel supported by this moment. Perhaps the heart has become used to preparing for loss. Be especially gentle there. Do not tell it to forget what it has learned. Do not ask it to become fearless. Simply let it hear that history is not happening right now. Past disappointment is not standing beside the bed. Old pain is not moving toward you in this breath. This is a new moment. You can give the heart new information. Right now, there is quiet. Right now, there is breath. Right now, there is support beneath you. Right now, you are not being asked to lose anything. Right now, you do not need to protect yourself from an imagined ending. Let the heart notice what is true now. The body lives more easily in truth than in prediction. Move gently toward the ribs. Let the muscles between them loosen where they can. Perhaps you did not realize how much the body expands and contracts all day. It has been carrying you through emotions, movement, work, thought, and stress. Let breathing become a quiet wave, not something you create, something you receive. Every inhale arrives, every exhale leaves. You do not need to hold on to either one. Let that become another lesson. You can receive and release, receive and release. Life moves that way. Not everything that arrives needs to be held. A thought can arrive and leave, a fear can arrive and leave, an emotion can arrive and leave, a question can arrive and wait. You do not need to make everything permanent. Let the upper back begin to soften against its support. Imagine every small muscle there hearing, you are not alone in carrying this body. The surface beneath you has taken some of the weight. Let it take more. You do not have to remain half-held. You can give a little more weight away. This is not weakness. This is cooperation. You were never meant to hold yourself up every second. There are moments for effort and moments for being held. This is a moment for being held. Let the lower back know that too. If there is tension, do not ask it to disappear. Offer it room. You can say, I see that you are still holding. You may release when you are ready. There is no hurry. Patience tells the body, it is safe. Pressure tells the body there is something wrong. Choose patience. Choose the kind of inner voice that does not make tension another problem to solve. Nothing in you is a problem tonight. There are only places asking for care. The chest asking for ease. The belly asking for reassurance. The shoulders asking to stop carrying. The mind asking to be relieved of impossible work. Meet each request with kindness. Bring awareness to the belly again, but this time imagine it as a place that has been trying to warn you. It may tighten before a thought is even finished. It may respond to uncertainty faster than words. Thank it. Thank you for trying to protect me. Thank you for alerting me when I felt unsure. Thank you for carrying feelings I did not know how to name. Now you can rest. Nothing needs to be predicted here. Let the belly receive the message slowly. I am safe in this moment. I am not living tomorrow now. I can let my body remain in the present. I do not need fear to keep me prepared. There is something beautiful about letting the body learn through gentle truth. You are not telling it that life will never be hard. You are telling it that life is not hard in this exact second. You are not promising that uncertainty will disappear. You are letting the nervous parts know they do not need to react to uncertainty all night. You are not saying everything is perfect. You are saying rest is allowed even while life remains unfinished. That is enough. Let the hips become heavy. Often the body carries a deep readiness there, as if it must rise at any second. Let the surface beneath you take the weight. Let your legs become less prepared. They do not need to move away from anything. They do not need to run toward an answer. They do not need to take you into tomorrow. You are staying here. Let the thighs soften. Let the knees be loose. Let the lower legs feel quiet. Let the ankles release. Let the feet become simple. No direction, no destination, just rest. Perhaps the feet have walked through days you once thought you could not handle. Remember that gently. You have already met many real moments. You did not have every answer beforehand. Still, you moved through them, sometimes awkwardly, sometimes beautifully, sometimes with fear, sometimes with strength you discovered only after the moment arrived. You can trust this history of meeting life as it comes. You do not have to rehearse every future challenge to prove you are capable. Your ability is not stored inside worry. Your ability lives deeper. It lives in your capacity to respond, to learn, to ask for help, to pause, to choose again, to feel, to recover, to begin after uncertainty. That ability remains even when the mind is quiet. Let yourself affirm, my strength does not disappear when I rest. My wisdom does not leave when I stop thinking. I am capable without staying afraid. I trust myself to meet what is real. I release the belief that worry makes me stronger. Feel how different that is. Worry may have felt like strength because it kept you active. But constant activity is not the same as inner strength. Sometimes strength is the ability to remain soft in uncertainty. Sometimes strength is refusing to frighten yourself with imagined endings. Sometimes strength is sleeping before the answer comes. Sometimes strength is saying, I will handle that when it is here. Let that kind of strength become yours. Quiet strength. Resting strength. The strength that does not need to perform. The strength that knows it can rise when needed and lie down when not needed. You do not need to stay mentally standing all night. You can sit down inside yourself. You can lie down inside yourself. You can become less guarded. Imagine the whole body receiving the same simple truth at once. The future is not attacking me. Nothing needs to be solved right now. My mind may stand down. My body may soften. My heart may remain open. Good is still possible. Let the words pass through once. Then let them go. You do not need to hold even comforting words too tightly. The body understands tone. It understands gentleness. It understands when the inner voice stops sounding alarmed. So let your inner voice become slower, not sleepy by force, simply less urgent. There is no urgent thing here. If a thought says otherwise, you can notice it without changing the pace. There is that worried voice again. It is allowed to be here. It is not in charge of the night. Let that be a new relationship with thought. Thought can exist without leading. Fear can exist without deciding. Uncertainty can exist without becoming danger. A question can exist without demanding an answer. The future can exist without being entered. You can remain where you are. Perhaps you can feel now how exhausting it has been to move ahead of yourself. Always one step into what might happen. Always preparing. Always looking for the next possible problem. Tonight you are returning to your own pace, the pace of the breath, the pace of the body, the pace of one real moment following another. No need to rush your spirit into a day that has not begun. No need to make yourself older by carrying tomorrow early. You can let tonight be complete on its own. This moment does not need anything added to it. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, not the conversation, not the decision, not the result. Only this. A quiet body. A mind learning to trust stillness. A heart being taught that good does not always need to be feared. A deeper part of you beginning to understand that not knowing can be peaceful. Stay close to that understanding. You do not need to make it bigger. A small inner shift is enough. Maybe for the first time tonight, one fearful thought is not followed to the end. Maybe one muscle stops preparing. Maybe one question is left open. Maybe one part of the mind feels thanked instead of criticized. Maybe one part of the body hears that it does not have to remain on guard. This is meaningful. You are creating a different inner climate, not through force, through permission, not through pretending, through truth, not through fighting fear, through removing fear's job. The worried mind does not need to run the night. The body does not need to stand watch. The future does not need to be decided. And as this becomes more familiar, you may begin to notice another possibility opening beneath it all. If the mind is no longer spending every quiet moment preparing for what could go wrong, there will be room for something else. Room for trust. Room for a kinder expectation. Room for a different way of meeting what has not yet happened. Not by forcing yourself to believe that everything will go your way, but by letting your inner world become open enough to receive the thought that life may also move toward you with help, with ease, with understanding, with timing, and with forms of good you have not yet learned to expect. And perhaps this is where something new begins. Not with a sudden change in the world around you, but with a quieter change in the way you meet what has not happened yet. For so long, the unknown may have felt like a space that needed to be filled quickly. If you did not know what was coming, the mind rushed in with an answer. If you did not know how something would turn out, fear offered a picture. If you could not see the next step, worry tried to draw the whole road. But the future does not need to be filled before it arrives. It can remain open. It can remain unwritten. And for the first time in a long while, you can begin to let that openness feel less like danger and more like room. There is room for a gentler day. There is room for a better answer. There is room for unexpected support. There is room for a moment that feels easier than you thought it would. There is room for you to respond with more calm than you imagined. There is room for life to move in ways your fear did not predict. You do not need to choose one beautiful outcome and cling to it. That would only create another kind of pressure. You are learning something softer. You are learning to stop closing the door before life has had a chance to enter. Perhaps the mind says, I do not want to get my hopes up. Listen to the feeling underneath that. Maybe hope once felt dangerous. Maybe expecting something good seemed to make disappointment sharper. Maybe you learned to lower your expectations so you would not be hurt as deeply. Maybe you began telling yourself not to get excited, not to trust too much, not to believe too soon. This can become such a quiet habit that you no longer notice it. Something pleasant begins, and the mind asks how long it will last. Something hopeful appears, and the mind searches for the problem. Someone offers kindness, and the mind wonders what will happen next. A door opens, and instead of receiving the moment, part of you prepares for it to close. Tonight, you can be tender with that part. It has been trying to protect the heart. It thought that if you never fully welcomed good, you would never fully feel its absence. But the heart becomes tired when it is always standing at the edge of joy, afraid to enter. You are allowed to experience goodness without immediately preparing for loss. You are allowed to enjoy relief before knowing how long it will remain. You are allowed to receive kindness without searching for the hidden cost. You are allowed to feel hopeful without signing a contract with the future. Hope does not have to promise anything. It can simply breathe. It can simply say, there may be something good here, and that is enough. You can whisper inwardly, I allow hope to be gentle. I do not need a guarantee before I feel peace. I can welcome what is good while it is here. I do not have to protect myself from every possible disappointment. My heart can remain open and wise at the same time. Let wisdom and openness belong together. You do not have to choose between being careful and being hopeful. You can be both. You can notice reality clearly while refusing to turn uncertainty into fear. You can make thoughtful choices without assuming the worst. You can pay attention without staying tense. You can love life without demanding that life never change. There is a mature kind of peace in that. It says, I do not control every outcome, but I do not need to punish myself before the outcome arrives. It says, I can be present for what is good now. It says, if difficulty comes, I will meet difficulty then. It says, this hour does not belong to tomorrow's pain. And perhaps this is what your mind has been waiting to learn. It does not have to predict in order to protect. It can protect you through presence, through clear seeing, through rest, through self-respect. through knowing that you can respond to what is real. Let the old way loosen. The old way said, imagine everything that could go wrong. The new way says, stay close to what is true. The old way said, prepare for disappointment. The new way says, remain open. The old way said, do not trust anything good. The new way says, receive without gripping. The old way said, fear keeps you ready. The new way says, calm keeps you available. Calm gives you access to more of yourself. When the mind is not flooded with imagined danger, you can hear more clearly. You can notice what matters. You can feel what is true in the body. You can respond instead of react. You can pause before making a choice. You can speak from steadiness rather than from the fear of what might happen. This is not passivity. It is a different kind of strength. The strength to leave the future alone. The strength to stop rehearsing pain. The strength to trust your own ability to meet life as it unfolds. Let that strength settle deep inside you. You do not need to make it loud. Quiet strength is enough. It does know to announce itself. It does not need to prove anything. It simply stays. And as it stays, the mind begins to understand that perhaps it does not need to sound every alarm. Perhaps not every unknown needs a warning. Perhaps not every pause needs a meaning. Perhaps not every delay needs to be turned into rejection. Perhaps not every change is loss. Perhaps not every silence is bad news. Perhaps some things are simply unfinished. And unfinished does not mean wrong. There may be areas of your life that are unfinished now. Let them remain unfinished for this night. You do not have to complete them in your thoughts. You do not have to give every open space an ending. An unfinished conversation can remain unfinished. An unanswered question can remain unanswered. A decision that needs more time can be given more time. A feeling you do not fully understand can simply be felt. You're allowed to live in the middle of things. Much of life is lived there. Not at the beginning, not at the final answer, in the middle. And there can be peace in the middle. There can be rest before resolution. There can be love before certainty. There can be trust before proof. There can be a quiet heart even when the road is not fully visible. Let yourself breathe inside that middle place. Maybe nothing needs to move tonight. Maybe the most healing movement is inward. A slight release, a small opening, a willingness to let the future be wider than fear. That is enough. You are not trying to create a perfect tomorrow with your thoughts. You are teaching your mind that tomorrow does not have to be feared before it arrives. There is a difference. You are not commanding life. You are changing the inner place from which you meet life. And from that inner place, you can begin to practice a new expectation, not a demand, not a fantasy, a gentle expectation. The expectation that you may be supported, the expectation that you may find a way, the expectation that clarity can come, the expectation that kindness still exists, the expectation that you can be surprised by relief, the expectation that good is not outside the range of what life can bring. Let this become familiar slowly. At first, it may feel easier to say, good is possible. Later, perhaps the heart can say, I am open to good. And with time, perhaps the mind can learn, I expect life to contain goodness too. You do not need to hurry between these places. Let each one be real. Good is possible. Pause inside that. Good is possible even when I do not know how. Good is possible even when I have worried. Good is possible even when the past was difficult. Good is possible even when the future is unclear. Good is possible without my forcing it. Now let another thought come. I am open to good, not desperate for it, not chasing it. Open. There is softness in openness. An open hand does not demand. An open hand does not grip. It is simply ready to receive what comes. Let the heart become like that. Not wide open in a way that feels unsafe, just less closed. A little space. Enough for the idea that tomorrow may contain something useful. Enough for the thought that a problem may become simpler. Enough for the possibility that you may wake with more courage than you feel now. Enough for the chance that your own mind may see a path that tiredness is hiding tonight. You can allow good without naming exactly what it must look like. Perhaps good is a peaceful morning. Perhaps good is a clear answer. Perhaps good is discovering that nothing needs to be decided yet. Perhaps good is hearing what you needed to hear. Perhaps good is feeling steady during something you expected to fear. Perhaps good is simply waking and noticing that the weight is not as heavy as it was. There are many forms of good. Some are quiet. Some do not look important until later. Some arrive as endings that create space. Some arrive as delays that give you time. Some arrive as a change of mind. Some arrive as the courage to say no. Some arrive as the ease of saying yes. Some arrive as understanding. Some arrive as rest. You do not need to know which form is moving toward you. You can let life choose its shape. This takes pressure away from the future. You do not need to make something happen while lying here. Your task is not to arrange tomorrow from this bed. Your task is simply to stop making fear the only possibility you honor. Let that sink in. Fear has been given a great deal of attention. Tonight, good can receive some attention too. Not because you are trying to escape reality, because goodness is also part of reality. There are moments of help. There are people who understand. There are choices that work. There are mornings that feel lighter. There are fears that pass. There are problems that end. There are questions that answer themselves with time. There are days that surprise you in quiet, ordinary ways. Your mind deserves to remember this. You can begin to train it through simple, loving thoughts. I am open to helpful outcomes. I allow life to be kinder than I expect. I do not need to prepare for disappointment as a habit. I can meet tomorrow with curiosity instead of fear. I make room for peace, support, and clear direction. These words can enter gently. There is no need to test whether you believe them fully. Belief grows through repetition over time, but tonight you do not need to repeat anything until it loses meaning. Say it once with care. Let it rest. A kind sentence spoken with presence can be more powerful than many words spoken with strain. Your deeper mind is listening to the feeling behind what you say, so let the feeling be safe. No pressure, no demand, no attempt to control, only a different message. We do not always have to expect pain. We can leave room for good. And as this message begins to settle, perhaps the future stops looking like a wall and starts feeling more like an open road. You do not have to see far due. It's in that road. You do not have to imagine where it ends. You only need to know that there is more road than what you can see from here. The next turn may contain something you did not expect. Let that unknown remain gentle. You have spent enough nights turning the unknown into a threat. Now it can become a quiet mystery. A mystery does not need to frighten you. It can simply be something not yet revealed. Let tomorrow remain partly hidden. There is peace in not opening every door early. There is peace in allowing life to keep something for later. You can say, I do not need to see the whole road. I trust the next step to appear when I am ready for it. I can move slowly. I can let clarity come in its own time. I do not have to force understanding tonight. Feel what happens when you allow timing to exist. You are not late because you do not know. You are not weak because you need rest. You are not behind because something is still forming. You are not failing because there are questions in your life. You are living. And living contains seasons of knowing and seasons of waiting. There are moments when the answer is action. There are moments when the answer is patience. There are moments when the answer is to stop pushing long enough to hear yourself again. Tonight may be one of those moments. Let waiting become softer. Waiting does not have to be filled with fear. It can be filled with care. You can wait while breathing. You can wait while sleeping. You can wait while continuing your life. You can wait without staring at the door. You can wait without asking every few minutes whether something has changed. You can let what is coming take the time it needs. that is trust. Not knowing and still breathing, not controlling and still feeling safe, not having the answer and still letting the body rest. Trust can begin in very small ways. You trust the bed to hold your weight. You trust the breath to return after it leaves. You trust the night to move toward morning without your help. You trust that sleep can come without being commanded. These small forms of trust can teach the larger ones. If the night can move forward on its own, perhaps other things can move without your constant watching too. If the body can keep breathing without your control, perhaps life contains wisdom beyond your planning. If morning comes, whether you worry or rest, perhaps you can choose rest. Let that choice become easier. You are allowed to choose the inner state that supports you. You do not owe fear your attention simply because it arrives. You can say, I see you, but I am choosing something else now. I choose the possibility of peace. I choose an open future. I choose to believe that I can be supported. I choose to meet what comes when it comes. I choose not to rehearse pain that has not happened. This choice does not need to be permanent. It can belong only to tonight. That makes it lighter. You are not making a promise about how you will think forever. You are giving your mind a different experience for these hours, an experience of being allowed to stop, an experience of being carried toward sleep instead of dragged through imagined tomorrows, an experience of hearing kindness where warning usually lives. Let the inner voice become warmer. Perhaps it can say, you have done enough for today. Perhaps it can say, there is nothing more you need to become tonight. Perhaps it can say, I will not use this quiet to frighten you. What a gift that would be, to know that when the room grows still, your own mind will not turn against you. To know that you can lie down without being questioned by fear. To know that you can meet yourself in darkness with tenderness. You can create that relationship slowly. Tonight, begin. When a worried thought appears, do not answer it with another worry. Answer it with care. When the mind says, what if I fail? You can respond, I will meet the real moment with everything I know then. When it says, what if I am disappointed? You can respond, my heart does not need to feel that pain before anything happens. When it says, what if something changes? The next day will come whether you think about it for 3 hours or not at all. The conversation will happen when it happens. The decision will appear when it is time to make it. The answer will be given when the question is truly before you. You do not become more prepared simply because you exhausted yourself imagining every painful possibility. Sometimes the kindest preparation is rest. Sometimes the clearest thinking comes after the mind has been allowed to stop thinking. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do for tomorrow is to stop carrying tomorrow tonight. Feel what happens inside you when you hear that. Perhaps some part of you agrees immediately. Perhaps another part says, "But I need to think about this. I need to be ready. I cannot relax yet. There is too much to consider." If that voice appears, do not become angry with it. It has probably been trying to help you for a very long time. It may not know another way yet. You do not teach the mind peace by attacking it. You teach it peace by giving it peace. You do not calm fear by shaming yourself for being afraid. You calm fear by meeting it with a steadier message. So if your mind still wants to run ahead, speak to it gently. You can say, "I know you are trying to protect me. I know you want to make sure I am ready. I know you think that imagining every problem will keep me safe, but we do not need to do this right now. We can rest. We can wait for what is real. We can respond when the moment comes." Nothing needs to be solved in the dark. You are allowed to stop. Notice how different that feels from trying to command the mind to be quiet. There is no battle here. There is an invitation. A tired mind does not need another demand. It needs permission. Permission to stop watching. Permission to stop checking. Permission to stop preparing. Permission to stop creating difficult futures and then asking the body to survive them before they exist. Your body may have been responding to these inner rehearsals without you even noticing. A thought appears. The stomach tightens. A possibility comes to mind. The shoulders rise. An imagined conversation begins. The jaw becomes firm. You picture something going badly. The breath becomes smaller. The mind says, "See, this is serious." And then the body says, "Yes, something must be wrong because I feel afraid." This is how a thought can begin to feel like truth. But tonight, you can interrupt that old pattern with kindness. You can allow one thought to be only a thought. You can allow one question to remain unanswered. You can allow one imagined problem to disappear without finishing the story. You do not need to follow every mental road to the end. Some roads lead nowhere. Some questions are created by fear and cannot be answered by more fear. Some thoughts grow only because you keep returning to them. Tonight, you can let them become smaller by no longer feeding them your full attention. You can respond, change will be met when change is real. When it says, "What if I cannot handle it?" You can respond, "I do not need tomorrow's strength before tomorrow." These responses are not arguments. They are boundaries. You are showing fear how much space it is allowed to take. You are saying, "You may speak, but you may not keep me awake all night. You may bring a concern, but you may not turn it into a certainty. You may try to protect me, but you may not frighten me in the name of protection." This is loving discipline, gentle, clear, steady, and beneath it is a powerful message. I trust myself. Perhaps that is what fearful rehearsal has been missing. Self-trust. When you do not trust your future self, you try to prepare everything now. You try to give tomorrow's version of you every answer. You try to protect that future self from every surprise. But the you who wakes tomorrow will have something you do not have tonight. Tomorrow's information, tomorrow's energy, tomorrow's surroundings, tomorrow's choices, tomorrow's truth. You do not need to do all the work for that future version of you. Let that self meet the day. Trust that you will still be there. Trust that your wisdom can rise with you. Trust that your life experience does not vanish while you sleep. Trust that your ability to choose remains. Trust that if support is needed, you can seek it. Trust that if you need to pause, you can pause. Trust that if a new direction appears, you can consider it. You are not sending a helpless version of yourself into tomorrow. You are allowing a rested version of yourself to arrive there. Let that matter. Rest can become a form of self-respect. You do not have to exhaust yourself to prove that you care. You do not have to overthink to prove that something matters. You do not have to stay tense to show that you are responsible. You can care deeply and still sleep peacefully. Say softly within yourself, I trust the person I will be when morning comes. I trust my ability to respond with care. I do not need to carry every answer into sleep. My wisdom can meet me tomorrow. I release the need to prepare for everything now. Feel how this gives the future back to itself. You are not abandoning it. You are placing it where it belongs, ahead of you, not inside this moment. And now, instead of rehearsing events, begin to notice a softer way to imagine tomorrow. Do not picture exact results. Do not build a detailed scene. Simply feel the quality you would like to carry. Steadiness, ease, clarity, openness, a little more room around the heart. Imagine waking and not reaching immediately for the oldest worry. Imagine one quiet breath before the mind begins listing what must be done. Imagine feeling the floor beneath your feet and knowing that you only need to take the first step. Imagine moving through the early part of the day without rushing emotionally ahead. Not because everything has changed, but because you have changed the way you begin. You begin from presence. You begin from enough. You begin without telling yourself that something bad is waiting. Let the feeling of that morning remain simple, a little lighter, a little more open, a little less guarded. You do not need a completely new life tomorrow. You only need one new inner choice. Maybe you notice a fearful thought and do not follow it. Maybe you hear the old prediction and answer, "We do not know that." Maybe you feel tension and soften instead of adding another story. Maybe you let something good happen without asking when it will disappear. Maybe you catch yourself expecting difficulty and quietly say, Another outcome is possible. These small moments teach the mind. This is how a new pattern forms. Not by never worrying again, by returning sooner, by becoming kinder when you notice, by choosing not to continue the old rehearsal. A different life is often built from small inner turns that no one else can see. One thought that ends early, one breath taken before reacting, one gentle word spoken to yourself, one moment of allowing good to be possible. Let tomorrow contain those quiet turns. You do not need to force them. Plant the intention and let it rest. I am willing to meet tomorrow differently. I am willing to expect more kindness from life. I am willing to stop preparing my heart for pain. I am willing to notice when good is already here. I am willing to let peace become familiar. Willingness is enough. You do not need perfect belief. You do not need certainty. A willing heart has already opened the door, and once the door is open, you can begin releasing the old loyalty to disappointment. Sometimes the mind becomes loyal to what hurt because it knows how to live there. Pain is familiar. Fear is familiar. Expecting less is familiar. The familiar can feel safer than the unknown, even when the familiar is heavy. Perhaps part of you has been saying, I know how to survive disappointment, but I do not know how to trust good. If so, let that truth be met with deep kindness. You do not have to become someone who never fears loss. You can simply learn how to receive without immediately preparing to lose. This is a new skill. Let it be slow. When something good appears, breathe before questioning it. When peace arrives, stay with it before searching for the next problem. When you feel relief, allow relief to be real. When you receive a kind word, let it enter. When something goes well, let yourself notice. These moments matter. They teach the mind that safety does not only come from being prepared for pain. Safety can also come from allowing goodness to be experienced fully. You can say, I do not need disappointment to feel familiar anymore. I am learning the feeling of ease. I am learning the feeling of being supported. I am learning to stay present when something good happens. I let my heart receive without fear rushing in first. There is no need to fight the old habit. Simply feed the new one. Attention is food for the mind. What you notice begins to feel more real. So notice the moments of okayness. Notice when nothing bad is happening. Notice when you are helped. Notice when something resolves. Notice when a fear passes. Notice when you recover more quickly than before. Notice when your body relaxes for no reason other than that it can. These quiet facts begin to balance the old record. They tell the mind, life is not only danger, life also contains support. Life also contains recovery. Life also contains ordinary goodness. And perhaps tonight You can let goodness become safe to receive. This may be deeper than expecting good, because sometimes the mind can imagine goodness, yet the heart still does not know how to let it in. You may have learned to mistrust ease. You may have felt that if something comes too easily, something must be wrong. You may have learned to question kindness. You may have believed you must struggle before you are allowed to rest. You may have thought peace had to be earned. Let those old ideas soften. You do not need to suffer first before calm is allowed. You do not need to prove your worth through exhaustion. You do not need to be perfect before life can be kind to you. You do not need to understand every lesson before you receive support. Good can meet you while you are still learning. Peace can reach you while parts of your life remain unfinished. Care can enter without asking for proof. Rest can be given because you are human and tired. You can whisper, "I am safe to receive what is gentle. I allow support to reach me. I welcome ease without suspicion. I do not have to make life harder in order to deserve something good. I let kindness feel natural in my life. Let that last thought become warm." Kindness can feel natural, not rare, not dangerous, not temporary before something goes wrong. Natural. Perhaps this is one of the new expectations you are teaching the mind, that life can contain kindness without a hidden warning, that a calm day can simply be a calm day, that a good moment does not need to be followed by fear, that receiving does not make you weak, that peace does not make you careless, that hope does not make you foolish. You can begin to live from these softer truths. No need to rush. Tonight is only the beginning of familiarity. Each time the mind expects pain, you can offer another possibility. Each time the heart closes, you can invite it to open a little. Each time the body braces, you can remind it of the present. This gentle teaching can continue even as you sleep. You do not have to consciously hold every word. Let the deeper part of you receive the feeling that you are no longer required to prepare for hurt in order to feel safe, the feeling that you may let life be kind, the feeling that tomorrow can arrive without being feared tonight. And now, let the language become simpler. There is less to understand. You have thought enough. You have listened enough. Let meaning begin to turn into feeling. Good is allowed. Peace is allowed. Rest is allowed. Support is allowed. The future is open. You do not need to add anything to those truths. Let them become quiet inside you. Perhaps your body is heavier now. Perhaps the room feels farther away. Perhaps thoughts still move, but they no longer need full attention. Let them become distant. A thought begins. You do not have to finish it. Another appears. You do not need to answer. The mind can leave sentences incomplete. Nothing is lost. You are moving into a different kind of knowing now, a knowing beneath words. The body knows how to become still. The breath knows how to slow without instruction. Sleep knows how to come closer when it is not being chased. Let yourself stop reaching for it. You do not have to catch sleep. You only need to stop holding on to wakefulness. There is a difference. Wakefulness may be holding through thought, holding through worry, holding through checking, holding through planning. Let the holding become weaker. Let the mind forget what it was trying to solve. Let one thought blur into another. Let the space between them widen. You do not need sharp thinking now. Morning can have sharp thinking. Night can have softness. Let the words become softer inside you. I am safe to stop looking ahead. I give tomorrow back to tomorrow. I let the future remain open. I allow good to find its own way toward me. I trust myself to meet life when it arrives. You do not need to remember these later. They can pass through now and leave their warmth behind. Perhaps your heart only needs one message. You do not have to be afraid before anything happens. Let that message settle very deep. You do not have to be afraid before anything happens. Fear may still appear sometimes. That is okay. You are no longer asking yourself never to feel it. You are simply refusing taishu, or rehearse it for hours before there is anything real to meet. You can meet fear when fear belongs to the present. Until then, you can choose another state. Curiosity, openness, calm, trust, rest. Let these become your companions tonight. And when the mind tries to return to a specific problem, place it gently in tomorrow. That message belongs to tomorrow. That decision belongs to tomorrow. That task belongs to tomorrow. That question belongs to tomorrow. That conversation belongs to tomorrow. That uncertainty belongs to tomorrow. You do not have to carry them one by one through the night. Put them down without making a ceremony of it. Simply know they have a place. You are not losing them. You are releasing them from this hour. If something truly matters, it will still matter when you wake. If something needs action, action can happen in daylight. If something needs thought, a rested mind can think. There is nothing noble about being exhausted by tomorrow before tomorrow begins. Choose rest. Choose restoration. Choose the chance to meet the next day with more of yourself available. You can say, what belongs to morning may wait for morning. What needs my attention will find me at the right time. I am no longer carrying the whole future into bed. I place down what cannot be lived yet. My night belongs to healing and rest. Let your shoulders understand. Let your hands understand. Let the chest understand. Everything ahead does not have to be held here. You can feel empty space where worry used to sit. Do not rush to fill it. Empty space can feel strange at first. Let it remain. It is not emptiness in a lonely way. It is room. Room for sleep. Room for quiet. Room for your body to settle. Room for the inner voice to become almost silent. You do not have to think about good now either. Even hopeful thoughts can begin to rest. You have opened the door. That is enough. Good does not need to be watched while it comes. You do not have to stay awake waiting for proof that life can be kind. You can sleep. Let the expectation of good become so gentle that it no longer feels like expectation. Let it become trust. A simple trust that the future contains more than you can see. A simple trust that you will not meet it alone. A simple trust that your own wisdom will rise with you. A simple trust that something inside you is already learning a calmer way to live. Let the mind be free from trying to measure that change. No question of whether you are doing this correctly. No question of whether the thoughts are gone. No question of whether you are relaxed enough. You do not need to observe yourself. You can disappear into rest a little. Let awareness become broad and soft. The body is here. The breath is here. The night is here. That is enough. If the mind brings one last future picture, let it remain unfinished. No ending, no answer. Let it fade at the edges. You do not need to see what happens. The future will show you later. You can say, I release this picture. I do not need to live it now. I choose to let my mind become quiet and then return to nothing in particular. Not even the breath needs close attention anymore. It can continue on its own. You have been watching enough. Let yourself be watched over by the quiet instead. Let the quiet surround what is tired. Let it surround the parts that still doubt. Let it surround the places that have spent years expecting difficulty. Nothing needs to be changed tonight by force. Softness itself is enough. Perhaps one part of you still believes it should remain ready. Speak once to that part. You may rest. I will meet tomorrow when it comes. Then let the words disappear. You do not need another explanation. Rest is becoming the new answer. There is nothing to prevent right now, nothing to predict, nothing to control, nothing to rehearse. Let these truths make the mind lighter. You have carried imaginary futures long enough. The future can carry itself until you arrive. You do not need to walk there early. You can remain inside the gentle dark, here where no decision is being demanded, here where no conversation needs a response, here where nothing is asking you to prove that you are prepared. The night gives you permission to become simple again. Breathing, resting, existing, nothing more. You are safe to stop thinking ahead. You are safe to let the next day come without meeting it first in your imagination. You are safe to leave some things unknown. You are safe to expect that life may contain good. You are safe to believe that you can handle what becomes real. Let each thought grow quieter after it passes. You do not need to repeat it. The feeling is enough: a softer future, a calmer mind, an open heart, a resting body. If morning were a long distance away, you would not need to reach for it. Let it come naturally. Morning knows its way to you. You can sleep while it travels. You do not have to stand at the edge of the night waiting. You can go deeper. Let the bed hold more of you. Let the muscles stop trying. Let the face become still. Let the hands remain loose. Let the legs be heavy. Let the belly be unguarded. Let the chest rise and fall without meaning anything. Every movement can become smaller. Every thought can become less important. There is nowhere else you need to be. And if some old sentence rises from habit, perhaps something will go wrong. Let it meet a new quiet response. Perhaps something will go well. Then let both sentences disappear. You do not need either one now. The future does not need a verdict. It needs time. Give it time. Give yourself rest. Let the unknown stay unknown while you sleep. There is peace in this, deep peace. The kind that does not depend on having every answer. The kind that does not ask life for guarantees. The kind that comes from knowing you can belong to yourself no matter what tomorrow brings. You will not have yourself. You will not abandon your own heart. You will not need to become perfect before facing the day. You will simply wake as you are and take the next real step. That is enough. You have always lived life one real moment at a time, even when your mind tried to live 10 moments ahead. Tonight, you can return to the natural way. This breath, then whatever comes after it. This softness, then whatever comes after it. This rest, then whatever comes after it. You do not need to know more. Let yourself become less interested in the future now. It will still be there. You have given it enough attention. Turn inward toward the simple comfort of nothing being required. No performance, no solving, no preparing, no emotional practice for pain. You are simply resting. And in this rest, the mind is learning. It is learning that quiet does not mean danger. It is learning that letting go does not cause bad things to happen. It is learning that uncertainty can exist without panic. It is learning that good does not need to be doubted immediately. It is learning that your heart can be open without being helpless. It is learning that you are capable of meeting life without spending the night rehearsing it. Let the learning continue beneath awareness. You do not need to supervise it. You can drift. Perhaps the words are beginning to feel farther apart. Let them. Perhaps you are no longer following every sentence. That is good. You do not need to stay awake for any message. The deepest message is already simple. You can rest. You can trust. You can leave tomorrow alone. You can allow good. Let that become even softer. Rest, trust, openness, quiet. No need to hold the words. Let them dissolve. If sleep is near, do not turn toward it with effort. Stay loose. Stay easy. Let yourself fall toward it without checking how close it is. Sleep does not need to be achieved. It can arrive when the mind no longer has a job. And your mind has no job now. No list, no problem, no prediction, no rehearsal, nothing to finish. You can release the inner desk. Close the imagined files. Leave the unanswered questions where they are. Morning can open them if they still matter. Tonight is finished with them. Let that feel final without becoming an ending. The script of tomorrow has not been written. You do not have to write it in the dark. Let life write its own next line. Let reality bring its own details. Let your future self speak its own words. Let the day meet you fresh. For now, you can sleep before knowing, sleep before solving, sleep before deciding, sleep before the answer. There is no danger in letting your life remain unfinished for a few quiet hours. Nothing important is lost when you rest. You may wake with more room inside you, more patience, more distance from the fear, more ability to notice what is actually happening instead of what you imagined might happen. That is enough to hope for. No grand promise, only a lighter way of meeting the day. Let the idea of a lighter morning rest somewhere far ahead. Do not reach for it. Do not picture it too clearly. Just know that morning can arrive carrying a mind that has been allowed to recover. You have given yourself that gift. Now you do not need to do anything else with it. The body can take over. The night can become deeper. The thoughts can become thin and quiet. If one remains, let it be this gentle truth. I do not need to fear tomorrow before tomorrow comes. And beneath that, perhaps another truth. Good is allowed to surprise me. And beneath even that, something quieter still. I am safe to rest. Let the last of the mental effort fall away. No need to repeat, no need to remember, no need to listen closely. The meaning can remain without the language. Your heart can understand without explanation. Your body can receive without thought. Your deeper mind can settle into a new expectation that does not shout, does not demand, does not force. A quiet expectation. That life may be kind, that you may be supported, that you may know what to do when the moment arrives. That not everything ahead is waiting to hurt you, that there are still peaceful moments you have not lived yet. There are still easy breaths you have not taken. There are still answers you have not heard. There are still mornings that have not shown you their light. You do not need to meet any of them now. Let them come to you in their own time. Your only place is here. Your only work is rest. Let the forehead remain smooth. Let the eyes sink into stillness. Let the mouth be quiet. Let the shoulders be free. Let the heart be unguarded enough for sleep. Let the belly know that nothing must be predicted. Let the arms be heavy. Let the hands stay open. Let the legs forget where they were going. Let the feet be completely off duty. The whole body may rest. The whole mind may soften. The whole night may hold you without asking where your life is going. You are not required to know. You are not required to prepare. You are not required to stay awake for what has not arrived. Let tomorrow come later. Let good come in its own shape. Let your mind stop standing at the door. Nothing needs to enter now except rest, and rest is already near. Let yourself sink into it without effort. Let the day lose its edges. Let the future lose its urgency. Let the old predictions grow faint. Let the need to know become small. Nothing is chasing you into morning. Nothing is asking you to hurry. You can stay here in this gentle space for as long as sleep needs. If a final worry passes through, do not follow. If a question appears, let it remain open. If a picture of tomorrow begins, let it fade before the ending. You have given fear enough endings. Now let the night remain without one. Quiet, open, soft. You have no need to finish anything here. Only rest, only allow, only drift. And as the mind becomes less interested in words, let the heart keep one simple feeling. There is good I have not met yet. No need to know what it is. No need to know when it comes. No need to stay awake looking for it. Simply let the possibility exist, then sleep. Sleep without guarding the future. Sleep without preparing for pain. Sleep without asking tomorrow to explain itself. Let your breathing become the only movement that matters. Let the body become still around it. Let the mind become quiet behind it. Let your whole inner world understand that it is safe to stop. The future can wait. The answer can wait. The decision can wait. The next step can wait. You are here now, and here nothing more is being asked. Let the night carry what you no longer need to hold. Let rest return you to yourself. Let sleep come without being watched. Let peace become familiar. And when morning finds you, let it find you without the weight of all the futures you once tried to live before they arrived. For now, there is only softness, only quiet, only the gentle space where thought no longer needs to lead. Let your mind loosen its hold. Let your heart remain open. Let your body sink deeper. Good does not need your worry in order to find you. Tomorrow does not need your fear in order to arrive. You do not need another thought. You can rest now. You can trust now. You can let go now. And slowly, without effort, without needing to know what comes next, you can allow the quiet to carry you the rest of the way into sleep. Imagine that a worried thought appears, and instead of entering it, you simply notice it. There is that thought again. There is the mind trying to protect me again. There is another picture of something that has not happened. And then you return here. Not forcefully, not angrily, just here, to your breath, to the weight of your body, to the quiet, to the simple truth that in this exact moment, you are not inside tomorrow. This is how a new inner habit begins. Not through one grand promise, through many gentle returns. You return from the future to the present. You return from prediction to breath. You return from imagined danger to the safety that exists right now. You return from the question, what if everything goes wrong, to the softer question, what if I do not need to know yet? Let that question open space in you. What if I do not need to know yet? What if tonight is not for answers? What if my work right now is simply to rest? What if I can trust morning to bring the next peace? What if clarity has been waiting for me to become quiet enough to notice it? What if good is not something I have to force? What if life can still surprise me in kind ways? There is no pressure in these questions. They are not promises about the future. They are openings. And a mind that has been trapped inside one fearful possibility needs openings. It needs room. It needs permission to remember that life is wider than worry. Fear often narrows everything. It says there is only one outcome, only one ending, only one road, only one thing to expect. But life is rarely that narrow. There are choices you have not seen yet. There are responses you cannot predict. There are moments that will unfold differently because you will be different when you meet them. There is wisdom that may come after rest. There is courage that may appear when it is needed. There is support that may come from an unexpected place. There is strength in you that does not need to show itself until the moment asks for it. You do not have to gather all your strength tonight. You do not have to prepare every answer. You do not have to become tomorrow's version of yourself before tomorrow arrives. Tonight's version of you is allowed to rest. Let that become deeply personal. You are allowed to be off duty from the future. You are allowed to stop managing what does not exist yet. You are allowed to have a quiet mind even when your life is unfinished. You are allowed to sleep even when questions remain. You are allowed to feel peace before everything is resolved. Peace does not require a perfect life. Peace can begin in the middle of uncertainty. It can exist beside unanswered questions. It can sit beside unfinished work. It can breathe beside decisions that still need time. It can enter even when you do not know what comes next. Say within yourself, I give myself permission to rest before everything is figured out. I do not need complete certainty to feel calm. I am allowed to feel safe while life is still unfolding. I release the need to know every answer tonight. My mind is learning that rest is also wisdom. These words do not have to become a performance. You do not have to repeat them until you feel something dramatic. Let them be gentle seeds. Let them fall where they fall. Some words may touch you now. Others may make sense later. Healing often begins before the mind understands what is changing. A new belief can begin quietly. Perhaps the old belief was, if I worry enough, I will be ready. The new belief can be, if I rest, I will meet tomorrow with more of myself available. Perhaps the old belief was, expecting the worst protects me. The new belief can be, I can protect my peace without predicting pain. Perhaps the old belief was, I must think about every possibility. The new belief can be, I can trust myself to handle what becomes real. Perhaps the old belief was, good things are dangerous to expect because I might be disappointed. The new belief can be, I can let hope exist without demanding a guarantee. Notice that nothing here asks you to lie to yourself. You do not have to say that everything will go perfectly. You do not have to promise yourself that nothing uncomfortable will happen. You only stop giving fear a certainty it never earned. You stop saying, this will go wrong, when the truth is, I do not know. You stop saying, I will not be able to handle it, when the truth is, I have not met that moment yet. You stop saying, something bad is coming, when the truth is, a thought has appeared and frightened me. Truth can be quieter than fear. Truth can say, I am here. Truth can say, this moment is okay. Truth can say, tomorrow is not happening yet. Truth can say, I will know more when I need to know more. Truth can say, I do not have to hurt myself with imagination. Let truth become softer than the noise but deeper than it. Fear often speaks loudly because it wants immediate attention. Peace does not shout. Peace waits. Peace stays. Peace does not need to convince you all at once. It simply keeps offering another way to be. You can begin to choose that way now. Perhaps you have believed that expecting something good makes you careless. But expecting good does not mean becoming careless. You can prepare for life without expecting disaster. You can be wise without being afraid. You can make plans without rehearsing pain. You can think ahead without living ahead. You can care about tomorrow without sacrificing tonight. This balance may feel unfamiliar. That is okay. New peace often feels strange before it feels natural. If you have lived with worry for a long time, calm may even feel suspicious. The mind may ask, "What am I forgetting? What should I be thinking about? Is it really safe to relax?" Let the answer be simple. For this moment, yes. For this breath, yes. For this night, you can practice letting go. Nothing needs to be permanent. You do not have to decide how you will think for the rest of your life. You only have to soften a little now. Just a little. Enough to let the forehead become less tight. Enough to let the tongue rest. Enough to stop holding your shoulders as if something is about to happen. Enough to breathe without trying to control the next hour. The mind has been rehearsing what could go wrong because it has mistaken repetition for protection. But repeating fear does not make you safer. It only makes the body experience the fear many times. A difficult moment, if it ever arrives, may need to be lived once. Worry can make you live it 100 times before it comes. You do not deserve to suffer through imagined pain again and again. You can save your energy for what is real. You can save your strength for the moment that truly needs it. You can let tonight belong to restoration instead of rehearsal. I choose not to practice pain. I choose not to borrow fear from tomorrow. I allow my mind to become quieter. I trust that I can meet life one real moment at a time. I am learning to expect support, ease, understanding, and good possibilities. Let those words move through you without pressure. If a part of you doubts them, that part is welcome too. You are not trying to remove doubt. You are widening the inner room so doubt is not the only thing inside it. There can be doubt and breath. There can be uncertainty and softness. There can be questions and rest. There can be a tired mind and a patient heart. There can be fear somewhere in you while another part begins to trust. You do not have to become free of every worried thought before peace is allowed. Peace can begin now, even with the thoughts, even with the unfinished feelings, even while part of you is still learning. You are not failing because your mind wanders back to tomorrow. Every time it does, you can guide it home. Home is this moment. Home is the breath moving, is without effort. Home is the place where your body is supported. Home is the simple awareness that nothing is chasing you through this room. You do not need to run. You do not need to hurry into tomorrow. Let yourself remain here. Perhaps the day has left traces in your body. There may be a little pressure in the forehead. There may be tiredness behind the eyes. There may be words still waiting in your throat. There may be feelings sitting heavily in the chest. There may be worry gathered around the stomach. There may be tension across the back from carrying more than you realized. Nothing has to disappear immediately. Just notice. You are not looking for problems. You are noticing where your body has been trying to help you. The body often holds what the mind keeps repeating. If the mind says, "Be careful," the body prepares. If the mind says, "Something is wrong," the body listens. If the mind says, "Do not relax yet," the muscles obey. Tonight, you can give the body a different message. You can say, "Thank you for protecting me. You can rest now. Thank you for staying alert when I was worried. You can soften now. Thank you for carrying me through this day. You do not need to carry tomorrow yet. Begin with the forehead. There is nothing you need to figure out with your forehead. Let the skin there smooth a little. Let the space around the temples become softer. You do not need to press your mind toward an answer. The answer does not become wiser because you tense your face around it. Let the eyes rest inside their quiet place. They have looked at enough for one day. They do not need to see tomorrow. They do not need to search for danger. They do not need to stay mentally open just because your mind is still active. The eyes can become heavy. The cheeks can soften. The tiny muscles around the mouth can stop preparing words. There is nothing to explain right now. There is nothing to defend. There is no conversation happening here. You do not need to rehearse the perfect response. You do not need to imagine what someone might think. You do not need to prepare a sentence that will protect you from every misunderstanding. Your mouth can rest. Your jaw can loosen. Notice whether you have been holding it firmly. Perhaps you did not realize. Let the lower jaw hang just enough to feel the difference between holding and allowing. A body that expects trouble often holds itself ready. You can teach it that it does not need to be ready now. Let the neck become easier. You do not have to carry your thoughts in your neck. You do not have to keep your head supported by effort. The surface beneath you is already doing some of the work. You can receive that support. Let the shoulders notice that they can lower. Not because someone tells them they must, because there is nowhere they need to go. There is nothing they need to carry into the next moment. The shoulders have been faithful. They have followed you through responsibility, work, decisions, uncertainty, why pressure, and perhaps emotions you did not show. Let them be free from their job for a while. You can say within yourself, I release what does not belong in this moment. I place down what cannot be solved tonight. I allow my body to know that the day is complete. I am not required to carry tomorrow in my muscles. Let the breath move into the chest in its own way. Do not try to make it perfect. You do not need a special breathing pattern. Simply notice that breathing is already happening. Life is already moving through you without being managed. You do not tell every breath when to begin. You do not need to instruct the heart through every beat. There are things within you that know how to continue without your constant control. Perhaps this can remind you that life also contains movements you do not have to manage every second. You can participate without controlling everything. You can care without watching everything. You can love without predicting everything. You can move through life without standing guard over every possibility. Let the chest receive that idea. If there has been pressure there, do not fight it. Make room around it. Sometimes the body does not need tension to be pushed away. It needs to learn that there is space beyond the tension, a little more room, a little more kindness, a little less demand. Let the heart be exactly as it is. You do not have to make yourself feel hopeful immediately. You do not have to produce peace. You can simply stop adding new fear. That is enough. You can stop telling yourself what might go wrong. You can stop creating another painful ending. You can stop arguing with a future that has not spoken. And as you stop adding fear, perhaps the heart begins to notice the quiet that was hidden underneath it. Your heart has carried many things. It has carried uncertainty. It has carried memories. It has carried hope that felt risky. It has carried disappointment. It has carried love. It has carried the wish for things to turn out well, even when your mind told you not to expect too much. Be gentle with that heart. It does not need another warning tonight. It needs warmth. It needs rest. It needs to hear that good is still allowed. You can whisper inwardly, "My heart is safe to hope. My heart is safe to rest. I do not have to protect myself by expecting pain. I can be open without demanding certainty. I can let life bring me something kinder than I imagined." Feel the difference between demanding a good outcome and allowing a good possibility. Demand creates pressure. Allowing creates space. You are not saying, "Tomorrow must be perfect." You are saying, "Tomorrow does not have to be terrible." You are not saying, "Everything will happen exactly as I wish." You are saying, "Many outcomes are possible, and fear does not get to choose the only one." This is how expectation begins to change. Gently, honestly, without forcing the mind into a story it does not believe. You teach it little by little. Maybe things can and be okay. Maybe I will know what to do. Maybe I will be supported. Maybe something will work out more easily than I think. Maybe I do not need to solve it before sleep. Maybe good can come without being chased. Maybe my life still contains kind surprises. Let the stomach soften if it can. The stomach often becomes the place where tomorrow is felt before tomorrow arrives. You may feel a knot there when you think about what could happen. You may feel heaviness when you imagine something going wrong. You may feel a small tightening even before the mind finishes the thought. Do not judge this. Your body is responding to what it believes you are showing it. So show it something different now. Show it the bed. Show it the stillness. Show it the present. Show it the truth that no future event is happening in this room. Tell the body, this is not tomorrow, this is now. Nothing is being demanded from me now. I do not need an answer now. I do not need a plan now. I do not need to know what another person will think. I do not need to know how everything will turn out. Now is safe enough for rest. Let the stomach hear that. Let the muscles around it hear that. Let the breath move through without needing to push away the feeling. You can be patient. A body that has been taught to worry may need time to believe in peace. That does not mean peace is failing. It means you are teaching something new. And new lessons become familiar through gentleness. You do not need to force yourself into deep relaxation. You only need to stop forcing yourself to stay alert. There is a difference. Relaxation comes more naturally when it is invited. The back can begin to receive the support beneath it. Notice how much is already being held for you. You're not holding your whole body up. You are being supported. Let that physical truth become an emotional truth. I can be supported. I do not have to carry everything alone inside my mind. I can let something hold me. I can let rest support me. I can let life unfold without gripping every part of it. I can trust myself to respond when I need to. Feel the back loosen wherever it is ready. Some areas may soften quickly, others may still hold. They are all allowed. There is no correct way to relax. There is only the invitation to carry a little less. Let the arms become heavier. They have done enough today. They do not have to reach for anything. The hands do not need to hold on to tomorrow. Let the fingers loosen. You are not gripping a future outcome. You are not keeping something from falling apart. You are simply here. The hands can be empty. There is peace in empty hands. Empty hands are not helpless. They are available. Available to receive what comes. Available to respond when needed. Available to touch what is real instead of holding what is imagined. Let your hands remind you that letting go is not losing control. It is giving yourself room. Say quietly, I loosen my grip on what I can, but no yet. I release the need to prepare for every possibility. My hands can rest. My mind can rest. My future does not need to be held together tonight. Let the hips and legs become more settled. They do not need to carry you anywhere. You do not need to move toward tomorrow. Tomorrow will come to you. You do not need to chase it. You do not need to run ahead and inspect it. You do not need to walk through every possible version of it. Your legs can become still. There is nowhere to go right now. Feel the knees release effort. Feel the lower legs become heavier. Let the feet be quiet. They have brought you through enough steps today. They are not responsible for the next step yet. The next step belongs to the next moment. This moment asks only for rest. Your whole body can begin hearing one clear message. Nothing needs to be predicted in this bed. Nothing needs to be prevented through worry. Nothing needs to be rehearsed before it becomes real. You are allowed to lie here without solving your life. Let that truth spread slowly through you. It can move from the forehead down